What's up, you majestic what the fucks? This is The Inner Idiot. Welcome to the show where I pretend to be funny, and then I imagine you're all laughing. That's right, it's me, Tyler Havlin. It's The Inner Idiot. Welcome, you majestic what the fucks. It is November 19th, 2000 shitty. And I am joined, like always, by my beautiful co-host, the General of Genitalia, the Dean of Dick Beating, the Warden of Wankdom, the writer of the Masturbation Cocklamation. That's right, he is the jerk judge and sexecutioner. That's right, Lord Shorty Fresh in the flesh, 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo!
That is like the most titles I've ever been given, and I assume each one of them, because they're about masturbating, is because I'm lonely.
Well, no, because, I mean, today's show has a general theme of masturbation.
Oh, okay. Well, that's exciting.
We're just going to go off.
And I can relate, because I'm lonely.
But, so, we had a poll the last episode, and the poll winner was, if you are masturbating and smoking weed, what should it be called? And the winner was weed whacking, much to my chagrin. I still think it should have been masturblazing. You barely won. Right. But you still won. That's all that matters.
Whacking.
So yeah, we're just going to continue with masturbation a little bit here.
All right, man, whatever. You know, like, it's one topic that I know a lot about.
Me too.
Good,
Me too.
Good.
So, top 5 names for masturbation in my book.
Okay, so in your book, not across the board, huh?
There are 2 separate lists. There's one for men and one for women.
Right.
Let's start with the men. Number 5, beating the bishop.
Beating the bishop?
Yes.
Is that because it looks like a bishop of a chess piece?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Not because we're actually going to, like, beat clergymen. Because, I mean, usually isn't it the bishop
when
doing the beating?
It's probably funny if you are a bishop and you go to masturbate, and they're like, oh, well, I'm going to go beat the bishop. Like, that'd be funny if that was, like, a thing.
That would.
Like, that or it happened during the Crusades, but most of the time most of those guys were Catholic, so, like, they wouldn't beat the bishops themselves, so, I don't know.
Number 4, buffing the muffin.
Buffing the muffin.
Yeah, that's a new one on me. I just heard that one recently. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
I like muffins, too, so.
Yeah.
Number 3, playing 5-on-1.
5-on-1?
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard that before.
Have you ever heard of Jill? When
like...
you put your hands up, right? And one hand makes the J, and the other hand makes the ILL.
Okay.
It's like,
I understand the reference.
Yeah. It's Jack and Jill. Honorable mention, I guess. Number 2, marching the penguin.
Marching the penguin?
Yes.
Are you coming up with this shit, or is this shit you've heard?
Shit I've heard.
Okay.
And number 1's a tie for, oh man, punching the clown, because that's always been my favorite.
Yeah.
But this one I come up with because of another joke I thought of that I'm sure I'm going to say on a separate occasion. But I call it Penis Parkinson's.
Penis Parkinson's.
I'm going to hell. Think about this.
No, I don't have to. I love it.
Like, so you know how they say if you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with it, right?
Yeah.
So do you think Michael J. Fox has somebody he pays for when he goes to the bathroom, or just every time he has to piss turn into a masturbation session?
I don't think he gives a fuck.
I don't think he does either.
He's like, and just goes at it, and that's perfectly fine.
Every time he pees.
If I had Parkinson's, I'd probably keep my hand on my dick.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Great.
Like, I'd just be permanently hard all the time.
Right.
So, perfectly fine.
And now the top 5 for women.
Okay.
Saucing the taco comes in at number 5.
Saucing the taco. That is gross.
It's so great, though.
So gross.
Number 4, double clicking.
Double click. That's funny. Double clicking the clit. I love it.
Number 3, orbiting Venus.
Orbiting Venus. Stupid. Stupid.
Number 2, paddling the pink canoe.
Paddling. That's awesome. I love that. That's a good one.
And number 1, it's my all-time favorite. It's a little plain, but it's still my favorite. DJ Diddles.
DJ Diddles. Honorable mention, flicking the bean.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
it's
one
classic.
of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. Like, the show Letterkenny, and I've heard it outside of that, like in actual conversation with one of my female friends, is just like, I flick more bean than the Starbucks barista. Dude, I fucking lost
That's hilarious.
my mind.
You ready for it?
Let me guess, you've never seen Letterkenny.
Never seen
Piece of
Letterkenny.
God damn shit. God, it makes me so angry.
Well, we'll discuss Letterkenny, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and take a break for the Dimwits and Dummies.
Hey! Greetings, humanoids, goblinoids, and all the other oids in between. Do you like talking about Dungeons & Dragons? Do you enjoy listening to other people talk about Dungeons & Dragons? Or talk about any other role-playing games? If you say yes to any or all of these, join me and Autumn Midas on the Dimwits and Dummies podcast, an open discussion on our take on how to improve your game from the perspective of game master to player characters. Embrace your flaws and learn that everyone loves D&D. They just don't know it yet.
History lesson.
Yay, history!
On this day in history, November 19th, we're going to start with 2000 shitty.
Okay.
Because I sound a little funny. So if I sound different to you people, I'm a little under the weather. But I'm here for you. That's the important thing.
That is important.
All right, so let's rewind almost 100 years.
Okay.
1939. Comic superheroes Flash, Jay Garrick, and Hawkman Carter Hall first appear in Flash Comics #1, published by DC. I know you have something to say about this one.
So the first appearance of the Flash isn't technically November today. Like the comic book itself was debuted, like they showed off the comic, so everybody saw the Flash. And like Hawkman wasn't even shown because like the cover is what was shown first. Like, you know how like you have like the preview trailer kind of thing for like nowadays in movies and shit. Like they do the kind of same thing into like a newsletter that they do, and the cover of it was the Flash Comics #1. So, and the big dispute with that is like the book itself wasn't released until January of 1940. So they show the preview of the cover, and everyone's like, "Oh, look, that's a new comic book character that's coming out." So, but because that image was shown, the first appearance of the Flash was 1939 in November, but the book itself wasn't released till January 1940, which is the actual first appearance of Carter Hall Hawkman. So,
All right.
yeah.
See? Shorty educating us.
Yeah, comic book shit. That's my thing. I know all about that.
And we're going to make that into a poll question today.
Oh.
But 1942. And you're going to see why I picked this one.
Okay.
Operation Uranus. That's why I picked it.
What?
Soviet offensive begins during Battle of Stalingrad. 1 million Soviet soldiers encircled the German 6th Army. I just liked it because it said Operation Uranus.
Got it. Okay, cool beans. I'm down.
1965, Pop-Tarts were created.
Ooh.
How do you eat your Pop-Tarts?
I eat them cold, I suppose. I don't heat them up or stick them in the microwave or
You
anything.
break the edges off or anything?
Nope.
You eat the crust and everything?
The whole goddamn thing. I don't eat a lot. I don't eat Pop-Tarts, really.
Dude, Pop-Tarts are delicious. They are a goddamn national treasure.
I mean, they're all right.
But you know how they're really good? Put them bitches in the toaster, right? Mm-hmm. When they pop up, take some butter and spread some butter on the non-frosted side. Oh, delicious. Magnifique.
Is that right?
Yeah.
See, I guess they're too sweet for me. Like, I don't eat a lot of sweets or anything like that unless it's like fruit and shit.
Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
like, a lot of people don't
Makes
even
sense.
say that. But, so, yeah, I don't eat a lot of Pop-Tarts. Like, I have a box of Pop-Tarts right now downstairs that I have not, like, I don't know whose it is or where it came from. It just exists. So, I mean, fuck, if you want the Pop-Tarts, I'll give them to you.
I can't take them because every house needs a box of Pop-Tarts. Whether they're going to get 8 or not, they still need to be here.
Okay, all right.
Every house.
It's your rule, not mine. I was going to give them to you for fucking free because I ain't going to eat them.
I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll get hungry.
Yeah, I mean,
And
if
eat
you're
them
ever
while
here,
I
like,
eat.
man, Shorty, give me a fucking Pop-Tart. I was like, you know what? I got you, dog.
That's right. All right, 1990. Pop duo Milli Vanilli are stripped of their Grammy Award after it is learned they did not sing on their award-winning album, Girl, You Know It's True. It wasn't true. It wasn't them.
What?
You don't know who Milli Vanilli is?
No.
Yeah, that's me showing my age here.
Quite literally before my time.
Yep. Milli Vanilli, there were these two guys that literally...
I thought it was women based off of the name.
No, it was two dudes with long curly hair. Like, it was great.
That's funny.
So they had absolutely zero talent. The thing about them is for the time period, they had the look.
Sure.
Right? So these two guys got famous off of somebody else's voice and lip singing.
Dope.
Right? Easiest job ever. Other
So-
than being the second guy in Florida Georgia Line who does absolutely jack shit.
So they got a Grammy, right? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Grammy. They got a Grammy for an album, and then they got outed
Yeah.
saying like, "Oh, these motherfuckers don't even sing,"
Right.
and they lost their shit. That's awesome.
It is.
I wonder, like,
I can't believe you've never heard a Milli Vanilli joke or reference or anything, though.
nope, that is beyond me, dude. I've like the name vaguely, and I mean horribly vaguely, sounds familiar, but other than that, nope, never heard of them.
Well, let's go smoke about it and pull up some pictures of them.
Okay,
And while we're smoking about it,
you got any more today in histories?
no, that was it. That was
Damn,
it for the
dude.
Today in History. It was 4 of them. Usually it's only 3.
Fucking November 19th be slacking.
Right? I mean, there's
just,
a lot.
I just
but-
feel like you'd be slacking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it really is. It's horrible. And we're going to talk about why it's horrible when we come back, I think.
All right.
So here's a word from our sponsor.
Hey, Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked, and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here, too.
So all you got to do is sign up at SpotifyForPodcasters.com or get the app and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
So, 2000 shitty, it sucks. Did you see that they're starting to shut everything down again?
Restaurants and shit.
Right. Restaurants, gyms, schools.
I thought the gyms were staying open.
I don't know. I guess they have to just change the capacity. It makes no fucking sense.
Okay.
But still, could you imagine doing something like this when we were a kid? Being told, you gotta stay inside. Like, it would have sucked for us.
Yeah.
For one, you had to porn like a pilgrim. You didn't have a smartphone. Like, so you couldn't even watch the shit. Like, you just had to flip through a Playboy or a Hustler or something.
I had to wait till like 3 a.m. infomercials. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like those sexy call girls or like
Yeah.
for call centers or whatever. Like if you're up late and you want to have sexy time, like call me, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You know, that shit. Like, dude, I used to beat off to that because I didn't have anything else. Like,
Oh, that's right. And you had so many people in the house?
yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
God.
yeah, dude. So I had to sneak downstairs at like fucking 2:30 in the morning while everybody's asleep, had the fucking volume cranked down on the TV super low and just beat off.
Yeah, see, I was always lucky. I always had my own room when I was young. I mean, I shared a room with my brother for a little bit, but he wasn't always there.
Well, I didn't have a TV in my bedroom or anything like that. So the only TV I had was downstairs. Now, later years, after we got like the internet and the computer and everything like that, and it was easier to find fucking porn, like, I didn't care because I was up all night anyway. So, like, I knew when everybody was asleep. So I'd plug my headphones in, keep one out just in case somebody woke up
Right.
and decided to walk downstairs. I could sit there and beat off while, playing on the computer.
At the computer. That was so strange, though. Think about that nowadays. Like, you sit at a computer. Or what about video games, dude? When we were younger, there was no digital copies of shit. Like, we
Fuck
had to
no.
go to Game Exchange, Game Swap, whatever the fuck it was called back then. We had to buy the physical fucking hard copy. Options were limited.
Man, do you remember, like, Johnny's Toys?
Yes.
You remember their video game setup? It was like as soon as you walked in the door, you had like the stuffed animals and shit, and then right beyond it was video games, and there was like 7 aisles of just video games, ranging from PlayStation 1 because that's what was huge then, up to like the new console shit, which was at the time fucking PlayStation 2 and N64. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that was my shit, dude. I would go in there, me and my dad, like we would try to find video games.
We grew up with a different Johnny's Toys. You grew up with the one that was over there, standalone building by itself. Like,
I remember the one that used to be where Value City was.
see,
Like further fucking
Yeah.
like the same road, further down but on the left. Like that's like now it's a Value City
Yeah.
or whatever. Like
I think now it's a call center for I don't know.
damn.
Yeah, it's not even a Value City now.
But I know like I remember that spot.
That still wasn't my first Johnny Toys.
What?
Yes.
Where was it?
So you know, in Latonia, where they got like the little fountain square thing.
Yeah.
Johnny's Toys used to be right past that.
No shit.
Yeah.
Weird.
Me showing my age again, and I didn't have PlayStation when I was that young. I had Nintendo and Super Nintendo.
Well, see, thank
Sega
God,
Genesis.
like, my dad was a fucking nerd. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he refuses to call himself that, and I do not know why. But, like, we had an Atari and a television, an N64. We did not have Sega, for whatever reason, but we had the NES and the Super NES. But that's kind of where it stopped for the longest while, because a lot of the Japanese RPGs and stuff like that, Breath of Fire, Final Fantasy and stuff like that, those were all on that system. They didn't come out for N64 or anything like that. So my dad didn't get them. So he only kept those. Now when PlayStation came out and they were like, hey, here's some new fantasy role-playing games, my dad was like, okay, we can get a PlayStation.
Super Nintendo was the best console for RPGs. That's what I think. All the best ones came out. I mean, generally, there were some really good ones that come out for PlayStation and shit. And then you had Jade Empire for Xbox and like Knights of the Old Republic. Those were good, but
See, I wouldn't consider Knights of the Old Republic an RPG, but that's just me. I don't know if it would fall underneath that category. I would say, like, there is, like, my most memorable RPGs are on the PlayStation 1, but what got me into it, I know, was the Super Nintendo. So, like, hell, I got my favorite game sitting on my desk,
Yes.
like, in a hard plastic cover.
so the first one was your favorite, Breath of Fire?
No, that's Breath of Fire 2.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Now-
that was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Was number 2.
Now, Breath of Fire, the original, like, it is also the shit. Like, it is such a good game, it's unreal. But the second one is the one I remember most vividly, because obviously it was newer, and everything like that, but it came out like 2 years before I was born,
Isn't there a way to keep Bo alive? in
Bo
Breath
doesn't
of Fire?
die. Bo doesn't die in the second one.
No? Did he die in the first one? There's one of them that he dies in, but there's a way to keep him alive.
Bo in the first game is more of a dog than like not like a dog, like a bulldog or whatever, but he is a like wolf dog. So like that's the only difference. But he doesn't die. He just has to go into hiding
Oh, okay.
and hide in the trash can. Remember, like you gotta wop, 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 wop,
It's
wop.
been so long.
Yeah. See, I remember because I've replayed it like a dozen times. So
We sidetracked there for a minute, and
Yeah,
people
it's
don't
all
know
right.
what the fuck we're talking about, but that's
okay.
all right.
if you have played like Breath of Fire or anything like that, like let us know. Let us know what your favorite N60 or not N64, Super Nintendo JRPG was. If you have one, if you know what we're talking about, let us know which one your favorite is, and I'm gonna give you a shout out if you know it. Like,
Right.
if you do something, like, that'd be
Definitely.
dope.
Let us know. Dude, because they were so great on that one. But yeah, back to the quarantine.
Back to the quarantine.
I'm supposed to go out for dinner tonight with my brother.
Yeah.
I lost my fucking wallet. This is the last night I can go out.
Did
this
you
is-
actually lose your wallet?
Yeah,
Like,
I think it's sitting in a fucking public restroom somewhere.
damn.
See, I got a big fucking wallet, right? It's long. And sometimes when I drop a spooky dookie, my pants are on the floor, my wallet will fucking shimmy out the fucking pocket. And I remember standing up, wiping, because, I'm a man. I wipe standing up.
Sure.
I look down, there's my wallet. It's like, don't forget to grab my wallet. And I'm pretty sure I forgot to grab my fucking wallet. I got my phone, but I didn't get my wallet. Hopefully
See,
it's just at my house.
I have such a bad, it's such a good habit, I suppose. But like, I do like the pat down, wallet, cell phone, keys, cigarettes. Like, I do that so frequently. It is like I do that when I'm in my house and I don't plan on leaving.
Yeah.
Like, I get up and I'll be like, oh shit, where's my wallet? Why do I care? I'm not leaving, And then I locate my wallet anyway just to make sure I know where it's at. So,
I was just in a huge hurry today, man.
Hey.
Trying to get a lot done. Well, there's only 24 hours in a day. I need like 28.
oh yeah.
Then I can get more sleep. I mean, you don't know nothing about that.
I mean,
but,
it just means I would sleep, like, it would give the illusion of me sleeping more frequently.
Yeah.
Like,
But then-
I slept, twice today.
Right.
Really, I slept for 2 hours in a 28-hour period.
Fuck. Dude, that sucks. But yeah, quarantine as a kid, like, so there's porn, video games. Like, if they told me I couldn't go outside when I was a kid, I'd have lost my shit.
Me too, dude.
I was always outside.
Yeah.
Dude, we were always at parks, always doing something. Softball games. Like, does softball even exist anymore?
I mean, yeah, but not, like... Man, I try to get my nephews to go play Frisbee golf, and, like, 2 of them, it's like pulling teeth. Like, come on, bud, let's go out and play. Like, I just want to play video games. Like, fuck your video games, let's go, come on.
I still have yet to play Frisbee golf.
That's all right.
I want to play, man, I do.
Well, during the winter, I hibernate, man. Like, I'm such a pussy when it comes to cold. So, I stay in where it's warm. I'm not out playing. So, now, if it's snowboarding, 110% I'll go down. Like, let's go. But if it's like, oh, let's go Frisbee golfing, fuck you, it's below 50.
See, up until this year, I was always like, I like the cold. This year, no. The cold is not treating me well at all. I feel like I got a goddamn elephant in my nose. It's horrible.
Yeah, you're suffering one of those little, hay fevers or whatever the fuck they're called, like little, just quick sicknesses.
Yeah, that and I'm fucking getting old. It's horrible.
You'll have that.
Oh. Anyways, we say we get to some what the fuck facts.
All right, I'm down. Let me hear it.
All right. The general idea of today's episode is masturbation, so I got some masturbation what the fuck facts.
Okay.
Guys over 50, if you're fucking cleaning the pipes regularly, it lowers your risk of prostate cancer.
Oh, cool.
So,
The more you beat off, the less cancer can. Yeah, I guess you're beating away the cancer.
that's right.
You're beating away the cancer. I like that.
Yeah. Dude, it should be a fucking marathon. A telethon.
A fucking telethon. How long can these people keep cancer away? Just fucking beat off nonstop. I'm down.
The University of Sydney found that masturbation leads to a lower chance of diabetes and insomnia. So here's what I'm reading on this, is you're not beating off enough, shorty.
Huh. Okay. So I'll just up that, I suppose.
Yeah, let's
I mean,
put that in the schedule.
the problem is like, like it helps me go to sleep faster, but I don't stay asleep.
You know what's funny is when I was younger and we had to wait up till late night on fucking cable TV to where they showed the stuff. So like it wasn't fighting insomnia for me then. Like it was making me stay up late.
Yeah.
So
How did you sleep in though? There's the real question.
I don't know. I was a kid. I barely ever slept.
Fair enough.
All right. Every year, between 500 and 1,000 people die from autoerotic asphyxiation in the U.S. alone.
That makes a lot of sense.
Well, it sounds to me like they need a spotter.
I mean, something like that. I imagine the only reason you're doing it is because you're lonely. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Maybe
Like,
you don't mind
I would
to go.
masturbate I would masturbate way less if I had, a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't stop masturbating because I've already proven. My ex-girlfriend found that right out. She says, "Why are you masturbating?" Like, well, are you willing to sleep with me at the current moment? No, then I'm gonna get rid of this.
Right. Sometimes you got to pregame also.
Right? Yeah, exactly right.
Get a strategic wank in.
Yeah. It's all a thing.
All right. The next one. Masturbation is derived from the Latin words mas, meaning masculine, and turbare, to move violently.
Masculine moving violently.
Yeah.
I get it. That makes perfect sense. I like that. That's
it really
funny.
does.
That's awesome. Fuck Latin. Wow.
You wouldn't believe how many fucking masturbation what the fuck facts there are.
I believe it. Like, hey, weird facts about masturbating, and I just imagine there's 50 different subreddits.
Probably. That's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down
Fuck
today.
no, dude. That sounds terrible.
No. All right, cornflakes and graham crackers were made to curb the desire to masturbate.
Hey, Donnie brought that up to us.
Did he?
Yeah, last episode we were talking. One of the what the fuck facts is the guy who created cornflakes.
Oh, that's right.
Was an avid. He advocated for circumcisions or whatever because he wanted us to stop masturbating. And he
That's
also
right.
said pouring acid on the clitoris to get women to stop it.
That's horrible.
Yeah, literally awful. Like, why would you do that?
Don't worry, ladies. Shorty won't let this happen to you.
Never. Not in my lifetime.
The next one, and I don't know how true this is. You might be able to correct me or confirm what I'm saying, but
Okay.
the Bible does not mention masturbation or self-pleasure.
Nope. As far as sexually self-pleasing, no. Like there is not giving in to your greater desires as far as like your vices. As far as like anything that would deter you away from God, basically, like that's kind of what the Bible says is don't let your vices deter you or keep you from doing the Lord's work. So like I guess if you're masturbating so much that you can't go out and preach or witness to people, like that would be the bad part. But it doesn't say that directly. It says do not let your vices control you. So like if masturbating is that big of a deal to you, you may have a problem. But I would say that in general. So like if you're gonna sit here and like I'm not gonna go to work today because I want to play with my dick, like, buddy, you got your priorities fucked up.
Big time.
So, like, that would be more accurate to that. But yeah, you're right. I'm like 90% positive that the Bible doesn't say anything about it.
So there you go, Bible thumpers and holy rollers.
Yep.
Just don't let it get in the way of you going to church and jerk away.
Yep.
All right, next one. The makeup. This one is interesting, and I'm probably going to come back to this one at another point, at another episode.
All right.
Is the makeup of semen is different depending on whether a man is masturbating or having intercourse.
How's it different?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like that's
Like,
what I
are
want to do more.
you providing more volatile or not volatile, but more potent semen if you're having sex? Like, does your genitalia like?
How do they know?
I would just assume, like, you know, because like the women create like when they naturally lubricate themselves, you know, they like their bodies are know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you were to like force yourself in there, you know, like that never should happen. But if that were to happen, like their body understands like the difference between pleasure and natural defense. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And like I would imagine our bodies would just like I don't need to produce seed or anything anything potent.
See, I don't think our dicks are that smart, dude. I think our little swimmers they're like, oh, it's time. They fucking swim up, get to the top. They don't they don't see a vagina, and the strong swimmers just say, nope, I'm going back home.
I don't know, man. It might just be that, like, your body's gonna produce, like, you know how like during women when they have periods or whatever, it's like releasing the dead eggs and shit like that. Like maybe that's the same thing when we masturbate. We get rid of the dead seed.
No, that was one of them. I didn't write it down.
No
But yes,
shit?
we really do get rid of old bad semen the more we masturbate.
Wow! Look at
Yeah.
me, fucking big brain.
Big
God,
brain didn't even know it.
God damn, fucking logic,
Fucking logic, science, bitches.
fucking science. Yeah, I'll look that up. That's interesting as fuck.
Yeah, that. I think it's great. I got two more for you.
All right.
Masturbation can relieve menstrual cramps. I mean, it doesn't help you or I any.
I'm gonna fucking let a few of my friends know because they bitch about their periods consistently. Like,
Hey,
super bad. Like, hey, rub one out, man.
exactly.
Like, I had a girl literally yesterday tell me, she's like, man, this sucks. I can't do this, that, and the other. And I was like, well, just fucking go home and flick your bean. She goes, I can't. The Red River's flowing. And I fucking lost my shit.
I mean, you can still do it. Put a motherfucking towel down.
Well, yeah. I'm fucking, like, I beat off in the shower. I don't give a shit. Like, just fucking go to town.
More penises are injured during shower masturbation than any other time.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Is that another fact you have written down?
No, that's one I read while I was getting them.
Oh, okay.
That's fucking...
That's weird.
That is weird.
Why?
I don't know, maybe your hand slips off or you slip and fucking fall into the wall dick first. I don't know.
I don't know. Breaking your dick, like, I mean, not to your extent, but you know, like Like, have you ever been humping or whatever, and like all of a sudden she comes down, like she pops off and then comes back down and bends that motherfucker? Yeah. Terrible.
So terrible.
Like, don't break my dick.
And the last one is common knowledge. If your girl masturbates after sex, fellas, you ain't getting the job done. That one comes straight from me, not any fucking article.
That's funny.
Man, I've said masturbation more in the last half an hour than I have in like the last year. And it's COVID season. There's been a lot of masturbating.
And I don't know, man. You got a girlfriend, so...
Man, she's great, dude.
Yeah, so I mean, like...
Her drive is... I mean, I have a hard time keeping up sometimes.
Well, see, that's what sucked, dude. Like, when, like... True story here. Like, when women hit their peak, we are falling down.
Oh, I know. It's fucking horrible.
It's literally awful. Because, like, I've had a few MILFs who are just like, man, this is great. You're so young and this, that, and the other. Guys my age don't do this. I'm like, yay. I can do this because, man, your age suck. And then they get to the point where their sex drive starts slowing down and they go with guys their age. You know what I'm saying? And then women my age are like, no, let's cuddle. Like, that's fine. But I want to do this now.
Right. So, I'm getting to the age where I have to have, like, a fucking 12-hour cooldown sometimes.
Sure.
Like, my skills don't just reset. They're like, nope, timer's begun.
Yep. That used to piss my
damn
ex.
it.
That used to piss my ex off more than anything. She would be like, "Come on, let's go." Like, babe, I need an hour and a half, a shit ton of Gatorade and a snack. Like,
maybe that's what it is. I just need a snack. Keep a snack by the bed and some Gatorade.
and I mean, there are some days, man, where I could wake up and I'd be just like, "Do you want to go again?" Like 30 seconds, man. Like, granted, I haven't been that way in years since I was like 21, 22, but like, I mean, it was like nowadays rough.
Yeah. You ain't kidding.
Like, you're right about the whole 12-hour cooldown. You ain't lying, bud. You are not fucking lying.
All right. Well, if you've made it this far, that was our What the Fuck Facts. You are welcome for the education.
Yep. And
So-
you learned a little bit about us, too.
Yeah, probably more than you wanted to know, but that's all right. We're oversharers.
That's right.
That's why you love us. Let's throw a poll question out there. Get away from masturbation for a minute.
Okay.
Today's poll question is... I know you love this one, Shorty.
You're going to do this to me.
I'm going to do it to you.
God damn it.
Poll question is, comic fans, movie fans, whatever, do you prefer DC or Marvel?
Oh, see, you said movie.
Well, I mean,
And
not
I
every...
already- like, with that right there, I know exactly how it's going to go.
All right. You can't base it all off one genre, though. So when you make your decision, I want you to take in characters, stories... Take everything. Don't, oh, my favorite Spider-Man, so I'm going to pick Marvel. No. Come on, he's one character.
See, I could have this argument all goddamn day. And I just feel like if the comments start lighting up, like, I'll make it, goddammit. I'll make the poll. But I just instantly feel like as soon as somebody starts commenting, I'm going to get annoyed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just going to get down there. Because obviously, we know which side I fucking sit on.
We do, and you all find out the next episode.
Yeah, you'll learn real quick. So, oh man, god damn it. You're doing this.
Yeah,
You're
it'll
gonna
be
do
fun.
this. Yeah,
It'll be great.
It's gonna be fucking fantastic. I'm about to have a lot of people hate me. It's gonna be good.
Oh,
Good shit.
nobody hates you. Everybody loves you.
That's right. Everybody loves Shorty.
All right, today's outer idiot.
Yep.
Yep, I said what I said. Shorty, what's it called? The outer idiot of the day. I got it right that time.
Sorry. See, okay, if I need to remember to say that, I'll remember to say that.
Yeah, because for some reason it always fucks me up.
Yeah, you've said it right once.
Yeah. It is Chipper Ratliff. He looks like a 12-year-old and sounds like a 57-year-old. He is the best spider monkey I have ever met.
Dope.
I'm pretty sure he's been a supporter of the show since episode 1.
Attaboy.
So, thank you, Chipper Ratliff.
Thank you, Chipper.
For you get 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! And that's all we got for today, people.
Sweet.
That is all we got.
Cool beans.
So, in the meantime,
In betweens time.
always remember, Michael J. Fox was James Bond's favorite bartender. Cue the music. We out.